Hi, I'm Brian Poole, and this is the National Trail Middle School laptop orientation for 5th and 6th grade students for this year. Just so you know, most classes have brand new HP laptops, and both the 5th and the 6th grade, there's one classroom that still has Dell laptops because we didn't have enough, but you'll figure out which classroom that is when you go into it. We have laptops sufficient in all of those 5th and 6th grade classrooms for all the students to use them in those rooms that were requested for by the teachers. These laptops are not really supposed to be mobile. They're not supposed to leave the classroom ever. They're assigned to that classroom, and they should be turned and off and closed anytime they're moved to a new location. They should never be moved around while on or open. The only time we've had any damages in these grade levels is when they've been moved around open. So make sure you've got the laptop closed when you move to a new location with them, or grab them out of the cart, depending on what and where your teacher stores their laptops. Once you set them at your desk, make sure they're nice and stable when you go and open them up. As far as charging, it depends on the classroom you're in. Some of them have laptop carts that they'll be charging in. Some of them have locations around the classroom that they'll be charging in. And we also have mobile carts that can be rolled in the middle of the room and plugged in while you're working on them. Be very careful around those mobile carts. The only time they've been a problem is somebody tries to step over the cables while they're being used, and it's pulled laptops off the desk and ruin the laptops that way. So walk around cables, don't try to step over them. This isn't a hurdle competition. You will be paying some school fees. Those include repair and maintenance of those laptops, as well as headphones. You should be getting headphones from your homeroom teacher, and you need to make sure you have those with you at school every day, so that when a teacher says we're going to do something multimedia, log onto a laptop and we're going to watch this video, you've got those headphones with you at that time. You're not expected to move those laptops around the room or around the building. The only time they're going to leave the room that you're in is when it has to be sent off for repairs into the library. You should try to keep your documents either on your Google Drive or on your S Drive when you log on, so that if you're saving them on a laptop, it doesn't matter which laptop you're on, you're able to get those documents. And that's a conversation you can have with Mr. Rice when you take computers if you don't know how to do that, or with your teacher in your homeroom. As far as getting repairs, and I will tell you, we had very few repairs in the 5th and 6th grade last year on those laptops that didn't leave the room. In fact, the entire 5th grade had, I think, 5 repairs the entire year because this 5th grade teachers kept very good care of their laptops. If you have an issue, the first thing we ask you to do is always try to do a restart. There's something called Windows memory leakage that a simple restart solves. So if you're having problems, first try to restart. That's not the same as turning it on and turning it off. Just because you just turned it on doesn't mean anything. You need to do a restart to clean out memory leakage. And if the problem is still there, then we ask that you fill out one of these forms, and your teacher can have you carry that laptop down to the library and get a spare laptop for your classroom. And that'll be fixed within a couple days, and we'll call and get that back to your classroom. This is what the form looks like. It's really easy to fill out. The name on these isn't as important. You can just put the teacher's name on there, that it's from Mrs. Wolf's room, 5th grade, what the room number is for Mrs. Wolf to make sure we get it back to the right place, and what the laptop number is. And then if you can just check off whatever's wrong with the laptop, maybe right in here. Many times we ask, especially in the 5th and 6th grade, that the teacher just fills out this form so that we can read it and get what's fixed. Again, we haven't had a lot of problems in the 5th and 6th grade with those. If you do break a laptop because you tried to do the hurdle over a cord, you knocked somebody's off the table, and it was damaged, this is what those fees are. Again, we had almost none of these, and none of the fees are for it doesn't work. They're all for somebody dropped it off the table, somebody knocked somebody over, it broke the screen, that kind of thing. Very few of these things apply to your grade level. Most of them are things that are happening in the upper grade levels, just so you know. Very few chances of an actual fee on there. If you have any questions on how to take care of them, please don't hesitate to ask your teacher, and your teacher shouldn't hesitate to ask me. Hopefully you have a great school year and everything works out great with the laptops for you this year. Thanks.